Hey, what's up, AJT fam? I hope you guys had a good day today. I noticed today was a lot better for me than yesterday. And yesterday I put myself in some bad places, but I stayed focused, stayed locked in, and was able to turn it around. I did do a recap yesterday. I forgot to post it and didn't do it until late last night. So the recap from yesterday is up on YouTube. That's the one that I really want you to see because it was challenging and I made some pretty bad mistakes. I think I've got it recorded live as well, so I'm gonna have to make a video for it. But it was a pretty interesting day yesterday, but today is a lot better. We're gonna take a look at that here in a minute. But the chart, what I want to share with you today, and this is the challenge. I want you to make this year the year you give 125%. 125%. It's 25% more than 100. You're not the only one out here where you are in your trading. There's so many people out here, but the way to separate yourself is you gotta put that 125% in. Nobody is riding in on a white horse to save your trading. No one is going to hand you a successful trading career. You can't go to somebody and pay them $5,000 for education and say, please hand me a trading career. It doesn't work that way. All right. You think about it, even in college, you pay all this money and you do this work. They hand you a degree, but does that guarantee you're going to be successful? You pay the money, you get the education, you get the piece of paper, but there's no guarantee you're going to be successful. What makes you successful is what you got inside you. Because you're going to be competing against a lot of other people. You got to do the same thing in trading. Okay, so you've got to make a decision starting out this year. Determine where you want to be at the end of this year. Then you got to wake up every day and do everything, do any and everything you can to make it happen, whatever it takes. That's what it is. Okay, so you got to make this year the year you get 125. Now, that's why I started this High Achievers Society. That you can't buy your way into it. You got to earn your way into it. And I'm not looking at, winning trades or how well how much you did on this trade or that trade. I'm looking at your journal. I'm reading your journal. That's how I can tell whether you have any growth or not. I don't want to see it doesn't matter what your win-loss ratio is. Doesn't matter what your profit ratio is. It matters what you're learning along in the process. And I can tell that through your journals. That's one of the things about being a licensed professional educator. I can see that. That's how I was able to determine my students' growth. Listen to how they explain how they did something, and how they explained it in the beginning of the year versus how they explain it at the end of the year shows me growth. I didn't put a whole lot of emphasis on test scores and all of that. I was able to tell whether the student experienced any growth just by letting him explain something to me. Their reports they had to write up. I could tell. So that's what it is. So are you ready to seize the opportunities that this trading has for you right now? It's right in front of you. See, these opportunities are like diamonds in the rough. Okay, their value is going to be determined, their end value is going to be determined not by what they are and how they look, but by whose hands they're in. Because they're the ones that's going to cut them and shape them so that you're able to get the most value out of it. You know, you're in a world of endless possibilities in trading. So don't confine yourself. You know, 2024 is your year. So don't come in unprepared. All right? I'm here to help you. All right, so let's take a look at our trading for today. We didn't trade Tesla today. There just weren't any openings. I could not take Tesla until it lost 212.36. This daily pivot. You could see why. I mean, the chart tells you, look, once, twice, 3 times it's tried. Each time we've made a slightly higher low. Even though we made a lower high on the bounce, it's really big time support. So we have to lose this in order for us to have a good trade. So if we lose it coming out of lunch, then hey, that'll be great. But until then, there's just no trade on Tesla. And this is how you have to look at things. You have to look at it and be able to analyze the chart. The chart's going to tell you everything you need to know. And you have to learn how not to be fooled. You know, I don't know how many people jumped in, you know, here, jumped in here, thinking that we're going to, you know, take off. No. You got to know where the support is. You got to know, you know, where the entry point is. And you got to be patient. If it doesn't get there, there's no trade. It's going to save you money. That's all it is to it. But we did trade NVDA. The only trade that we took today. Got in on the break of the pre-market low. And honestly, we had lost this. This thing was moving all the way down. And I waited for it to bounce to where I could get a good entry on this. And I got in. I was patient. I was able to get the entry I wanted under the pre-market low. Took profit. At the time, the linear regression channel was up here, or there was something up here I could take profit at. I can't remember if it was the option flow, whatever the case was. Then this was the 5-day moving average from the daily chart. And I was trying to put in my last little piece. Well, no, I tell you, I was trying to add. Okay, after we bounced, I was trying to add here under the 5-minute opening range low. No, I'm sorry. I'm completely messed up. This is the 5-day moving average. This is the 5-minute opening range low. I'm sorry. Scratch what I said. Once we broke the 5-minute opening range low, my idea was to short this again. Add to this and trade it down to the 5-day moving average, which was down here. I accidentally bought. And I ended up taking it off here and went ahead and re-shorted it because we're weak. We're moving down. Looking at the chart, I didn't really see any strength for me to lead the buy order on. But had I done it, man, I could have made an easy $1,000 on just a little bounce. But I didn't see that. So when I assessed the situation, I felt it's time to short it again. But you can see it did bounce, and we pulled back, and I started hitting my targets again. This is kind of halfway between the 5-day and where I got in. So we took profit there, we took profit there, we took profit here at the Bollinger Band. You know, all of this is from the the 5-day, 60-minute chart, where we have our linear regression channels and the Bollinger Band set up. Right now, this is what most algos are running off of. And we prove it every day. We prove it every day. So, but we bounced, ended up taking it off here. The rest of it off here. And you could see it's just recovered. All it's done is just recover. So, we really locked in on this today. Made some really good money. I'm not trading this inside the intraday channel. I'm gonna wait for it to break out. Even though we've got big room and stuff in here, I really don't want to get caught in this. So now, if you want to trade inside the intraday channels, from the 5-minute opening range down to the 5-day moving average, let me see where that's gone to now. Because this one is dynamic. It moves a lot intraday. Let's see. 551, like 551.90. So you got to pay attention to this. This is actually moved up. This is actually moved up $1. It's at 551.90 now. So this actually cuts even more into the potential profit. Alright, so that's what, I'm calling it a day, a morning. I'm going to lunch. We'll be back after lunch to see if any of these stocks are breaking out of their intraday channels. If they aren't, then we're going to sit on what we made and, come back tomorrow. And we'll start working this stuff out. So I'll see you guys here in a few. Asshole. That piece of garbage. Why would you log me out? Come on, man. I gotta get it today. Today is the day. Today is the day.